Can states ban the sales of violent video games to minors? The U.S. Supreme Court says no. I'm Alan Barton. Stand by for a special Facebook edition of Front Page. Joining me in PJTV studios, Alon Journo, a fellow at the Ayn Rand Center for Individual Rights, and James Polis, commentator and host of The Bottom Line. All right, gentlemen, the Supreme Court struck down a California law banning the sale of violent video games to minors, proclaiming that video games are a speech protected by the Constitution. This particular video game that we're watching is called PJTV Staff Meeting. So, Alon, we'll start with you. Researchers at the Indiana University School of Medicine say that the brain scans of kids show they become more aggressive after playing violent video games like PJTV Staff Meeting that we just saw right there. So does the community have a legitimate interest in limiting children's exposure to this kind of interactive violence, or what do you think?
I think the governing issue here and the principle is individual rights, and this is a free speech issue. And I praise the court for making this decision because I think it cements that freedom for us and preserves it. And I think the other aspect of this is it's really down to the parents' responsibility to govern what their children watch and police it and so forth. And they're ultimately the ones who make these decisions, not the government. And I'm glad that we now have this ruling.
In 1984, Orwell describes this sort of desensitized movie audience, and they're cheering as bullets blow apart a mother trying to shelter her infant from bullets. You know, and you see these games like PJTV Staff Meeting there, where the police are being blown away. So, James, what do you think in terms of the argument here? I know that the libertarian argument is, hey, look, free speech. But is there one where we say, I don't know, there is something about it that you go like, yikes. Yikes.
There are two kinds of...
Where are we heading?
There are two kinds of violence in the world. There's moral violence and there's immoral violence, and then there's kind of the strange stuff that falls in the middle. But, you know, not all violence is created equal. I would love for my child to learn how to massacre zombies. This is a valuable life skill, and you never know when it might come in handy. Don't want my kid practicing killing cops.
Yeah.
Okay. So not all violence is not the same. Not all violent video games are the same. And I think that we fall prey to this sort of weird new version of morality that doesn't correspond with reality when we pretend that violence is inherently bad because it's violent, and the worse it is, the worse, morally speaking, it is.
All right, gentlemen, very interesting. That's all the time we have for this topic. Viewers, PJTV has all the analysis you need of the events in the news. Just check out Front Page, hosted by me, Alan Barton, every Friday and Saturday. Help your friends get the right media in their social media. Make sure you let them know about Front Page and PJTV. For Alon and James, I'm Alan Barton. Thanks for watching.